Hey everybody, it's Captain C.A. Richardson from Flats Class YouTube. Today, I've got a great tip for you. It's going to be on the outgoing tide scenario that I use when I'm in Southeast Louisiana. But before I get to that tip, I want to update you on a few things. One, our subscribers on YouTube are growing at an amazing rate. We're starting to become the go-to people for saltwater fishing tips. So please share these videos and get them out to your friends because we want new subs. And remember, we do a Monday night fishing episode every week, and that's live on Instagram. So I definitely want to get you guys watching me there where you can ask questions about these tips. Now, without further ado, let me get you over to my iPad and let's talk about how you're going to catch more redfish when fishing the marsh. All right, let's talk about this outgoing tide scenario. But before we get to outgoing tide, I really got to explain what's going on. Right here we have a scenario where we have a pass or a huge bayou here with dirty water in it. This leads to the outside. You can see how stained the water is out here on the high river. It's tough to fish. You can't see anything. It's like pea soup. So on the higher water, I'll move my skiff up into these ponds that's surrounded by all this Spartina grass, and I'll fish all the subaquatic grass in here. The redfish like to get up on this vegetation and hunt for crabs and shrimp and minnows. They also like to actually get into this Spartina grass everywhere. So it limits your opportunities to catch a lot of fish, but it's still a nice sight fishing opportunity. But let's just say you own a bay boat or you own a bigger skiff that has a trolling motor, and this type of fishing is not friendly. This is what I wait for, the outgoing tide scenario. When you can line the wind, which I've denoted here, wind direction, and you can get the water to fall out, this grass, all this Spartina grass, cleans that water. The sediment gets trapped in the grass. So this is nice, clear, almost tannins colored water all along these edges and pockets below these drains because it's blowing all that clean water out. So if you fish along here, now you can use top waters, popping corks, spinner baits, big paddle tails with open jig heads, and you're still going to catch them. So this little tip of fishing the wind and the tide in the same direction will put more fish in your boat, I promise. Little tip from Southeast Louisiana. So I really hope that little outgoing tide scenario fishing tip puts a few more fish in your boat. It's a great technique and strategy to catch fish, not only in Louisiana. This will work in Mississippi, Alabama, on the Texas coast. It works really well in Northeast Florida as well, where the tides are a little stronger. You got to play the game a little different over there. But all in all, if you enjoy sight fishing, clear water is very necessary. I mean, it's paramount. So presenting the fish that you can see, that outgoing tide and the wind in the same direction with all that clean water coming out will put you where the fish are. Hey, before I let you go, please remember, we want to be the go-to guys, like I said earlier. We want to be the go-to guys for inshore salt water. This is where you need to come, Flats Class YouTube. Until next time, Captain C.A. Richardson, signing off.